Welcome back to Reynolds Acres Family Farms, guys. Just got up, got done with breakfast. We're going to go out and do a crop check here this morning. We'll take the gator around and see if we don't have anything else ready to combine. Okay, so we got the beans right here across the road from the house. They're ready to go. That corn might be getting awfully close. Looks like this corn's ready to go. We'll run down over here across the bridge. I think what we'll end up doing is starting on beans this morning because we need to go to the co-op, have them bring us propane still for corn so we can run it through the dryer. Looks like those beans are ready to go too. So we'll, that corn's not quite. It's getting close, but it ain't quite. There's still quite a bit of green left in it. So we'll see, we got another field of corn back here that we'll check out. And it looks like it's probably ready to pick too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run back, call the neighbor, and get him over here. We're gonna have him start running the combine on some beans while we call the co-op and get some propane bought for the dryer. We'll hopefully finish up beans today and get switched over to corn. I think those are our last two fields of beans that we gotta do. I think everything else will be pretty easy. I'm also gonna have to try and find a header cart. Otherwise, we gotta figure out another way around this bridge to get that combine across here. I don't think it'll fit. We might try it after he gets done combining the beans over here and see if it'll fit through that bridge. But otherwise, I'm gonna have to try and find a combine header cart to put on there so we can bring the head across. We did end up having to sell our 608 or our 843 corn head by a 643 corn head because our planter's set up on 12 rows and 8 rows doesn't match into it, so we had to get it 6 rows. So we had to go a little bit smaller, but it'll work for now. I'm gonna go call a neighbor and get him over here running the combine, and we'll go from there once I can get back with us from the co-op. Alright, so we're headed back from the co-op. Picked up a header trailer while we were up there. I just went ahead and bought one. It was only 6,500 bucks, and then supposedly while we were up there, they were out here delivering our fuel barrel, and they had me ask how much fuel I wanted, and I went ahead and bought a little bit. That was about 8,000, and then they said they would deliver propane here while they were out here, so hopefully they got our propane here, and we'll be all set to go here on corn once we finish up these beans. So I'm just gonna park this truck here. I'll show you this header cart real quick. Nice little 30-foot cart. It should work with that header. We'll see. They said they've never had any complaints with this cart, so we're gonna give it a shot. We'll see what the neighbor's gotten done here while we've been gone. Looks like he's over there by the house making his first round still, so he must have got over here a little late, but there's our fuel barrel right where we wanted it. So looks like we got 528 gallons in there. That'll be perfect for right now. That ought to keep the combine filled through harvest till we can sell some grain. Let's run over here and check our propane, see if we have anything in the propane tank. Looks like we got some propane in here too, so we ought to be pretty good going through harvest. I think I'm gonna run out to the grain cart and we'll wait on him to get out there and see what we can get done today. Alright, well, looks like he's full. I was on the phone and totally missed it, so now I gotta rush over here and try and get him unloaded. We just bought a fork truck from the co-op. I guess they got a new one, and I was talking about it earlier while I was up there. They mentioned something about possibly having one for sale, and they just gave me a call and said that their new one came in today. They weren't expecting it for a couple of days, so I'm going to go ahead and buy that. So we can move totes and seed pallets and stuff like that around. And then talked to him while I was up there about getting our seed order. I think we're going to start with 6 Pioneer Pro boxes for the year, and then see where that lands us. And then told them that they might have some extra on hand because I don't know exactly what all we're going to need. Being it's the first year farming out here, but and we don't know exact acreage on all our fields yet, so they're supposed to kind of get me 6 boxes, and then we'll go from there and see what else we need. So they're going to probably deliver those here in December or so that we'll be ready to plant as soon as it warms up. It looks like we're starting to get everything put together. We might have to pull a loan to get seed, honestly. We're getting a little low on money. We also need to get anhydrous down. Need to talk to them about getting some anhydrous bought. See how much that's all going to run me. And then need to get lime on some ground, so we're going to have to see. I know I saw a deal on the wall while I was up there about them having a big tender trailer I can go and rent from them and pick up my lime that way, so we'll see what that's about. But we got the first unload done for him, and we'll see you guys back once we get him full or close to full again, because I'm gonna have to call the co-op again and see what all I could do about lime and anhydrous. So we'll catch you guys here in a little bit. Alright, so he's wrapping up this field. As he wraps it up, we'll unload him. See how many bushel we got off. We'll see how many acres this field is. Then we'll move him over across the bridge to the other bean field. And we'll get that combined, and then we'll start looking at switching over to corn. While he finishes unloading, we'll jump in here with him and see how many acres we have. So it looks like we got 6.8 acres on this field. And we ended up with 642 bushel. So we averaged 94.5 bushels to the acre on this field. We'll see what the last field of soybeans brings before we start running in corn. Get this guy unloaded on the truck. I think I'm going to go ahead and run him over to the next field, and then we'll come back and get the combine header offloaded onto the header cart and move the combine and the header over there and get them going. Oh man, are we close to rubbing that edge of that trailer right there? Good thing we're empty. So we'll take him over to the next field over here. And then we'll go back for the combine. Probably move the semi first, it looks like, because we're going to have to do that in order to get to that header cart. So I'm actually going to park the grain cart here in the church parking lot for right now. We'll shut that down because we got a bit of a walk back over here. But while he was finishing up that field, I was on the phone with the co-op, and sounds like they're going to give us a deal if we buy 8 tanks of herbicide, 1 full anhydrous tank, 2 loads of lime, 4 tanks of fertilizer, another 1,320 gallons of diesel, and 6 pro boxes of seed. They'll let us have it for $125,000. But we have to have it purchased before the end of October, so we're probably going to have to call the banker, take a loan with him, and get all that purchased so we could get that deal, because that actually sounds like a pretty good deal for how much we're going to need. I'm just hoping it's enough lime. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and dump this semi at the bins, and then we'll run it over there. Probably need to refuel the combine before we run him across the road. Make sure our bins are turned on here. Which looks like they are. So we'll make sure these are turned on. Yeah, those were fill soybeans. So. these dumped over here, and then so we got that all dumped. We're gonna go ahead and run him over, and we'll park him in the church lot too. Then we'll come back and get the combine and headers set up, and we'll get them moved. So we got all that done. I guess our next step is to get the combine brought over, and we'll have to then call the banker once we get him running, see if we can't get the money to get that stuff purchased. So we'll see you guys once we get back over here. Alright, so we got him taken off on that field. Need to run over to the bank to pick up the money, and need to come over here and grab the anhydrous tank, because I'm going to go ahead and have them fill it while I'm over at the co-op. So paying them for all this stuff, and then see if we can't get it delivered soon. So I have to pull a tractor out, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have to grab a tractor out here to get to this anhydrous tank. So we're gonna run over here and get the anhydrous tank unhooked from the bar. And might as well park this up nicely. And that tractor could sit outside for a little while. Well, I'm gonna head to the bank and then over to the co-op, and we'll see you guys when we are on our way back. Alright, so we're headed back to the farm. We got the anhydrous, and the bank gave us the money, so looks like the neighbor walked across and grabbed the grain cart. He must have got full while we were gone, so the co-op thinks there should be enough anhydrous to get us all the way through our anhydrous here, so we'll see what happens. But they're supposed to be delivering the other stuff later today, and they told me to just pay them for it when they deliver it, so we'll see that money disappear pretty quickly. Alright guys, we got done combining the last field of beans pretty late last night, so we're going to run over, unload the combine, get it all loaded on the truck, pack everything up, come back over here, switch over to corn, and start combining corn probably in the next episode by the time we get everything back over here. But wanted to thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.